Hello, and welcome to another third grade GaDOE Social Studies instructional activity video. My name is Jennifer Zumberis. I'm going to be your virtual specialist today. You see my email address is there for you on the screen, as well as how to get connected to us in GaDOE community and also on Facebook. Today, our topic is velocity. And in the video today, we are going to be taking a tour of a third grade velocity activity. As we're looking at this velocity activity today, I want you to be thinking about something that you love, something that you want to try, something that you want to know more about. And then I want you to let me hear from you. My email address is on the screen. What do you like about this activity? What would you change about this activity? How would you make this activity better meet the needs of the students in your classroom? Let's go ahead and dive right into velocity. A couple of things that I want to show you before we get started. You can see right now, I'm here on the courses tab. I want to show you quickly this resource repository tab. Yours is going to look a little bit differently than mine looks just because I'm in staff mode. I have a lot more bubbles than you'll have when you open it. You're going to click on the social studies bubble, and then you'll see this list of resources that are available. Right now, I've already been looking at it. When you pop in, it might look like this instead. You're going to click professional learning. And then once you get in there, you can see lots of resources that are available to you. We're going to be spending time today here looking at this Inspire and Velocity support. The first thing that you see here is an Inspire and Velocity playlist. These are all short minute tutorials or resource videos showing you how to use Inspire and Velocity. Nancy Ballon has created a great how-to video on how to create your own velocity lessons. When I tell you that I watched it play by play as I created my velocity activities, I am not exaggerating. I would watch it, pause it, do something on velocity, unpause it, go back and forth. It's super helpful. This next document that you see here in the middle, that is a scavenger hunt for using Inspire and Velocity. It's a great tool to help you get familiar with the platform. Lastly, we have this document here. It's velocity lessons for each grade and course. Poor Nancy, she's already had to update it because as quickly as we're getting it uploaded onto the site for you, we're creating new velocity lessons that then have to be added. So I want to show you quickly what it looks like. You just click on it and then it's going to bring up this learning plan. You click on that and it says here, check out this list of links. You click that PDF and it's going to pop up in one of your open windows and it will show you all of the current social studies activities by grade and course that are in Velocity. It also goes through there and gives you a little bit more direction too on how to use those new flashcard activities and talking picture dictionaries. If you haven't seen those, you definitely are going to want to check those out. So let's go back to Inspire. I'm going to hit done here and I want to go back up to that course tab and we are going to go to social studies. And then again, my screen is going to look a little bit differently than yours just because I have access to other things as a staff member. We're going to click on third grade. And then the velocity lesson that I want to show you today is in Unit 6. So I'm going to hit view and then you'll see the velocity activity is down here in the purple. If you're not sure of a velocity activity or if you're looking for a specific content, don't forget you always can use that search bar as well. So let's take a look quickly at the activity. When you click on it, there's a couple of things I want you to notice. I can just click the link here. I also can click these three dots. When I look at the three dots, it gives me options. I can open the activity. I can share the activity with other educators, and it also gives me the opportunity to edit the activity. So lots of things that you can do there here. Let's go ahead and take a look. The activity is going to open up. And then there's a couple of things that I want to point out to you. I can go in and preview this as a student. I can go ahead in and edit the activity, or I can look at the activity as an administrator. I'm going to click here on administrator. And then what I want you to pay attention to are several things up here at the top. If I use this green bar, use this activity with my students, I can click on that and it will give me a QR code that my students can scan to get to the activity. I can also copy the link to a clipboard that I can then share in a different way. I also can add it to Google Classroom, and then you have additional directions here on the screen for you. So lots of things that you can do there. For now, I'm going to hit done. I also want you to pay attention to this tab here, show the results table. When you click on that, it will allow you to go in and see all of the data existing on students who took that or participated in that velocity activity. Again, mine is blank because I have not had any students complete the task. So let's go out of this, and I want to show you the glasses. Let you see the student preview. It's what it's going to look like for the students. So they go in and look at the activity. We're going to click on the arrow. This is going to be a little bit different because this activity has a video. That's super cool. When they go through and watch the video, there's directions here with picture support. They're going to watch the video, and as they're watching, they're going to listen for a new idea. You also see up here, I have TTS turned on. That means text to speech. Anytime students want the directions read for them, they can just click that speaker icon and it will read the directions. Couple of things that are cool here. This velocity activity has a video embedded in it. That means that it is a video from YouTube, but it's embedded directly into Velocity. So students are not able to go in there and skip around in the video. They're also not getting all the advertisements. They're not seeing what comes next. It's going to take them directly to the video. They can hit play. And then as it's going, I want to show you something about what's happening here. I don't have the sound on, but as you're going through, it will not let students go ahead. They will not be able to move on until they see the video in its entirety. So that's a great feature there. I'm going to stop the recording and pick back up in just a second because, as I said, it will not let me move on until the video has been shown in its entirety. So picking up right where we left off, we're going to go ahead and click on the blue arrow. Remember that when we started this assignment with students, we've asked them to be listening for a new idea within that video. So students are going to look at the directions. Again, if they want to hear the directions read to them, they can push these little speech bubbles and it will give text to speech. They also have visual support. So the directions, they click on the star and then look at this feature, type or draw two things you learned. So they're going to click the star and then the question pops up and they can choose to either respond by texting or to respond by drawing. They can do either way. So I've typed in two things. I'm going to hit check response. And then it says the students are going to get 12 out of 12 stars, but their teacher may change the score later. They're going to click that arrow to continue on and then hit submit. So now we're ready to move on to the next portion of the activity. I'm going to hit the blue arrow. And now I have my next part. Look at the picture, click on the star, fill in the blanks. And again, students can use that talk to text feature as well. So they're going to fill in which branch of government this is. They're going to type in the L and then the G, and then watch what happens if we do something incorrectly. Let's just try the J. It gives that immediate feedback to students and lets them know that that answer is not correct. Okay, moving on to the next one. Which branch of government is this? That's going to be, of course, the executive branch. Students are going to fill that in, and then they're going to go to the next star. Judicial, fill in the letters, and then it will allow them to move on. So again, always hit that blue circle arrow to go to the next step. Now we're having students read the text, and then they're going to click on the arrow at the end. They're going to read the passage and fill in the blanks. Our country has 3 branches of government. They work together to help make our country strong. And you can see there's picture support throughout the passage to break up the text and also to help students. Again, they can use their speech bubbles here. They also can use this highlighter function and highlight things that they think are important. So we'll keep on going down to the bottom. We'll hit that blue arrow again for next. And now students are going to answer questions. Oops. They can fill in our country has 3 branches of government to help make our country strong or weak, to help make our country strong. Who lives in the White House? That's the president. The president's the commander in chief. Oops, we left off a button. We have to click the star here. Where does the president live? The president lives in the White House. So as you can see, students just go through and click on the answers. And again, they have that immediate feedback. If they have answered a question incorrectly, it will allow them to go back and finish it. Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. The 3 branches work together to keep America safe and fair for everyone. And this is the same text, they had read just a second ago. Each branch has its own job. They work together to make our country great. Blue arrow. Then we're going through and it's breaking down. We've looked at America, we looked at our country. Now we're going to look at our state. And it's going to be similar in format. They're going to go through, read the passage, and then they're going to learn about the Georgia branches of government. When they finished reading it, they're going to hit the blue arrow. And again, they're going to go back in and fill in the blanks just as they did with the video above. This time it's to make our state strong instead of our country. The executive branch has the governor. And the General Assembly, made up of 2 parts. You can see here the consistency between the national government and the state government. It helps students have that consistency to know what's expected with the picture support, as well as with the directions. So we've gone through and finished that. Again, blue arrow. This time they're going to look at the image, then they're going to click on the star and choose the best answer. So here we are clicking on the star for the legislative branch. I make the laws or I enforce the laws. And one of the great things here is if they need help, they can go back to the infographic for help. I make the laws. Oops. Okay, so we're missing some arrows here. Now we're going to draw or write about the 3 branches of government. They're going to click the star there, go through, and again, they can choose text or they can choose draw, and then they're going to click their submit button. So I'm just going to, for the sake of time, type in 3, check response, and then it's going to give us a chance to submit. But now look what happens. It goes through and asks the kids, do you have the 3 branches? Did you include the job of each branch? Did you include the people in each branch? And then it will allow the students time to go back through and correct their response. So they can edit it or they can choose to keep going. And that is the end. So hopefully that gave you a gist of what it would do. Again, when you're looking at this activity, it will allow you to go back and look at the responses of your students. I hope that you enjoyed the activity that we shared today. As you're going back to your classroom, I want you to be thinking about how you can use this activity with your students and how you would change it. I would love to hear from you. My email address is there for you on the screen. I also would love for you to get connected to us on GaDOE Community or in the GaDOE Facebook groups. Have a great week.